Taylor Swift's songwriting has always been a mirror to her soul, reflecting fragments of her life with unflinching honesty and poetic grace. In her latest album, The Life of a Showgirl, the track Ruin the Friendship stands out as a poignant ballad that unearths a long-buried chapter from her youth, a tribute to Jeffrey Lang, her childhood best friend and unspoken crush, whose sudden passing left an indelible mark on her heart. At 35, Swift has transformed grief into art once more, weaving a narrative of what-ifs and unspoken affections that resonates with anyone who's ever harbored a secret love. The song's release has not only stirred Swifties into a frenzy of emotional deep dives but also prompted a touching response from Jeffrey's mother, Susan Lang, who sees in it a lasting legacy of her son's light. Susan Lang's reflections, shared in a heartfelt interview, paint a vivid portrait of the unbreakable bond between Taylor and Jeffrey during their formative years in Hendersonville, Tennessee. They were really good friends. That's rare these days, she recalled, her voice tinged with a mix of fondness and sorrow. They hung out at her house a lot. They were always joking around with each other. This easy camaraderie, born in the hallways of Hendersonville High School, was the stuff of teenage dreams, shared laughs, inside jokes, and the kind of comfort that blurs the line between friendship and something more. Susan treasures a photo of the duo, still prominently displayed in her home, a frozen moment that captures their youthful exuberance. It serves as a daily reminder of the joy Jeffrey brought into Taylor's world and vice versa. What elevates Ruin the Friendship to something profoundly personal is its foundation in reality. Jeffrey was not just a friend. He was Taylor's first audience, the one who heard her earliest compositions before they ever saw the light of day. He was the first person to hear any song she wrote at the time, Susan shared, underscoring the trust and intimacy they shared. Tragically, Jeffrey's life was cut short at 21, just after their high school graduation and coinciding with the release of Taylor's breakthrough album Speak Now. The news hit Taylor like a thunderbolt. She learned of it from her close friend Abigail Anderson and immediately boarded a flight home, her world upended by the fragility of youth. In the song, Swift immortalizes this loss through lyrics that ache with unconfessed longing, verses about stolen glances and the terror of ruining what they had by admitting the depth of her feelings. The ballad structure is a masterclass in Swift's evolution as a storyteller, sparse piano underscoring verses that build to a swelling chorus where regret and release collide. I wish I'd had the guts to say it out loud before the silence swallowed us whole, she sings, her voice cracking with vulnerability that echoes the 18-year-old girl she once was. The Life of a Showgirl, Swift's most introspective album to date, draws from her vaudeville-inspired phase of reinvention, but tracks like this one grounded in raw autobiography. Fans have dissected every line, uncovering Easter eggs like references to Tennessee summers and high school bonfires, but the emotional core remains Jeffrey, a ghost who haunts the melody with gentle insistence. Susan's gratitude toward Taylor is palpable and profound. She's keeping his name alive. After all this time, she hasn't forgotten about him, she said, her words a balm to the enduring pain of loss. This acknowledgement isn't mere politeness. It's an affirmation of Taylor's role as a keeper of memories, using her platform to honor those who've shaped her. It echoes a moment from over a decade ago, when a young Taylor accepted an award at the BMI Awards in Nashville. Tearfully, she dedicated it to Jeffrey. It's been a really emotional week for me. Yesterday, I sang at the funeral of one of my best friends. And he was 21 and I used to play my songs for him first. So I would like to thank Jeff Lang. That speech, raw and unscripted, marked one of Swift's earliest public vulnerabilities, setting the tone for a career built on emotional transparency. Ruin the Friendship arrives at a time when Swift is navigating her own complexities, the whirlwind of the era's tour, high-profile relationships, and the relentless scrutiny of fame. Yet, in paying tribute to Jeffrey, she reclaims a piece of her past, transforming personal tragedy into communal catharsis. The song's acoustic arrangement, featuring delicate string swells and Taylor's finger-picked guitar, evokes the simplicity of those Hendersonville days, a stark contrast to her stadium-filling spectacles. Abigail Anderson, the friend who delivered the devastating call, has long been a pillar in Taylor's life, name-checked in earlier hits like 15. Her role in this story adds another layer, illustrating the web of connections that sustain Swift through loss. Fan reactions have been a torrent of empathy and analysis, with Swifties sharing their own stories of unspoken loves and untimely goodbyes. Online forums buzz with interpretations, from the song's bridge as a metaphor for closure, "We danced around the truth till it tripped us up," to its outro fade as a sigh of acceptance. Susan's interview has amplified this, humanizing the track and reminding listeners that behind the pop superstardom is a woman who's carried this grief for years. It's a rare glimpse into Swift's pre-fame world, where Jeffrey's encouragement fueled her dreams, and his absence tested her resolve. In broader context, Ruin the Friendship fits into Swift's oeuvre of grief-stricken gems: Marjorie, Epiphany, The Last Great American Dynasty, each a monument to those who've passed. But this one feels singularly tender, a whisper from girlhood preserved in amber. As Susan holds onto that photo and Taylor sings to empty stages, the song bridges their worlds, ensuring Jeffrey's laughter echoes on. It's a reminder that music's truest power lies in remembrance, turning ruins into revelations. For Swift, it's not just a track, it's redemption, a way to say what she couldn't then. And for listeners, it's an invitation to honor our own unspoken stories, eyes wide to the friendships that shape us forever.